When you decide to lose weight, the first thing most people do is switch to healthy foods. You clean out your pantry, avoid junk food, and fill your fridge with items labeled low-fat, organic, gluten-free, natural, or sugar-free. You feel proud. You feel disciplined. You feel like you're finally doing everything right. But weeks go by and the scale barely moves. You're eating healthy, so why aren't you losing weight? The frustrating truth is this: some of the foods marketed as healthy are actually slowing your weight loss without you realizing it. They're not necessarily bad foods, but they can quietly sabotage your progress if you don't understand how they work in your body. Today, we're breaking down the worst healthy foods that may be slowing your weight loss, and what to do instead. Let's start with one of the biggest offenders, flavored yogurt. Yogurt has an amazing reputation. It's high in protein, good for gut health, and full of probiotics. But here's the catch: most flavored yogurts are loaded with sugar. A single small container can contain as much sugar as a candy bar. When you eat that much sugar, your insulin spikes. Insulin is the hormone responsible for storing fat. When insulin levels are high, your body shifts into storage mode instead of fat-burning mode. Even if the label says low fat, that often means sugar was added to improve the taste. Fat was reduced, but sugar was increased. And sugar is far more disruptive to weight loss than natural fats. If you enjoy yogurt, plain Greek yogurt is a much better option. It's higher in protein, lower in sugar, and keeps you fuller longer. Add fresh berries for sweetness instead of flavored syrups mixed into the yogurt itself. Next on the list, granola. Granola looks like the perfect health food. Oats, nuts, seeds, dried fruit, what could go wrong? The problem is density. Granola is extremely calorie-dense. A tiny half-cup serving can pack 200 to 300 calories, sometimes more. And let's be honest, most people don't measure half a cup. They pour freely. Add that to yogurt or smoothie bowls, and suddenly you've consumed 500 extra calories without feeling satisfied. Many store-bought granolas are also coated in honey, syrups, and oils. It's basically dessert disguised as breakfast. While oats and nuts are healthy individually, combining them with sweeteners and oils in large portions turns them into a calorie bomb. If you love the crunch, use a tablespoon as a topping instead of a full bowl. Or make your own at home where you control the sugar and oil content. Now let's talk about smoothies. Smoothies have become the symbol of healthy living. Bright colors, fresh fruits, leafy greens, they look clean and energizing. But smoothies can easily turn into liquid sugar. When fruit is blended, the fiber structure is broken down, and you consume it much faster than you would eating whole fruit. Add fruit juice, honey, nut butters, protein powders, and suddenly your smoothie contains 600 to 800 calories. And because it's liquid, your body doesn't register fullness the same way it does with solid food. You can drink hundreds of calories in minutes and still feel hungry shortly after. This doesn't mean smoothies are bad. But if weight loss is your goal, focus on protein-heavy smoothies with limited fruit. Use unsweetened almond milk instead of juice. Add spinach for volume without calories. Keep portions intentional, not oversized. Another surprising food that slows weight loss is salad, specifically restaurant salads. At home, salads can be light and nutrient-dense. But restaurant salads are often loaded with hidden calories. Creamy dressings, fried toppings, candied nuts, cheese, croutons, and sugary sauces can turn a salad into something heavier than a burger. The base may be lettuce, but the toppings matter more. Dressing alone can add 300 to 500 calories. And because we associate salad with healthy, we underestimate how much we're actually consuming. The key isn't to avoid salads, it's to be mindful. Ask for dressing on the side. Choose grilled protein instead of fried. Skip sugary add-ons. A simple olive oil and vinegar combination is often enough. Let's move on to protein bars. These are marketed as convenient health snacks. High protein, low carb, meal replacement, they sound perfect. But many protein bars are just candy bars with added protein. They are filled with sugar alcohols, syrups, artificial flavors, and processed oils. While protein helps with satiety, these bars are still calorie-dense and easy to overeat. Plus, highly processed foods don't always keep you full the same way whole foods do. Instead of relying on bars daily, consider whole food options like boiled eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a handful of nuts paired with fruit. Real food tends to regulate appetite better than processed replacements. Speaking of nuts, nuts themselves can slow weight loss if portions aren't controlled. Nuts are incredibly healthy. They contain healthy fats, fiber, and protein. But they are very calorie-dense. A small handful can contain 150 to 200 calories. And it's easy to eat several handfuls without realizing it. Because they are small and crunchy, they don't always feel filling. Healthy fats are still fats, and fats contain more than double the calories per gram compared to protein or carbohydrates. If you're trying to lose weight, portion control is critical. Measure nuts instead of eating straight from the bag. Mindless snacking can quietly stall progress. Another sneaky one, avocado toast. Avocados are packed with nutrients and heart-healthy fats. Whole grain bread contains fiber. On paper, this sounds like the ideal breakfast. But calories still matter. A full avocado can contain 250 to 300 calories. Add 2 slices of bread, olive oil drizzle, and toppings, and you're nearing 600 calories before lunch. That's not necessarily bad, unless you're unaware of the portion size. Weight loss depends on overall calorie balance. Even healthy fats add up quickly. Using half an avocado instead of a whole one can make a big difference. Let's discuss dried fruit. Dried fruit feels like a smart snack. It's fruit, after all. But drying fruit removes water and concentrates sugar. A small handful of raisins contains the sugar equivalent of multiple grapes. It's easy to eat the equivalent of 3 or 4 servings of fruit in minutes because dried fruit is compact. This can spike blood sugar and increase calorie intake quickly. Whole fruit is much more filling because of its water content and fiber structure. If you enjoy dried fruit, treat it like a topping rather than a main snack. Now, let's address low-fat and fat-free products in general. For years, fat was blamed as the main cause of weight gain. So companies removed fat from products and replaced it with sugar and starches. Low-fat cookies, low-fat peanut butter, fat-free salad dressings, they sound healthier, but often contain more additives and sugars. Fat helps with satiety. When you remove it, you may feel less satisfied and eat more overall. Full-fat versions in moderate portions can sometimes be more satisfying and supportive of weight loss than low-fat versions packed with sugar. Another food that surprises people is whole grain bread and wraps. Whole grains are healthier than refined grains, but they are still calorie-dense carbohydrates. Large wraps can contain the calories of 4 slices of bread. If you're eating multiple servings per day without realizing it, your calorie intake may exceed what your body needs for fat loss. Whole grain doesn't automatically mean weight loss friendly. Portion size still matters. Let's talk about plant-based meat alternatives. These products are popular among those trying to eat healthier. But many are highly processed and contain added oils, sodium, and fillers. While they may be lower in saturated fat than some meats, they can still be calorie-dense and not necessarily lower in calories overall. Whole food plant proteins like lentils, beans, and tofu are generally better options if weight loss is your goal. Even healthy cereals can be misleading. Many cereals marketed as high-fiber or heart-healthy still contain added sugars. And serving sizes are often much smaller than what people pour into bowls. Add milk and toppings, and breakfast can exceed 500 calories easily. Oatmeal can be similar, not because oats are bad, but because toppings like brown sugar, honey, nut butter, and dried fruit add up quickly. Finally, let's discuss fruit juice. Juice is often perceived as healthy because it comes from fruit. But it lacks fiber and concentrates sugar. Drinking orange juice is not the same as eating an orange. Liquid sugar digests quickly and doesn't provide the same fullness signals as whole fruit. Even 100% natural juice can slow weight loss if consumed regularly in large amounts. The real lesson here is not that these foods are bad. Most of them contain nutrients and can absolutely fit into a healthy lifestyle. The issue is awareness. Marketing labels like natural, organic, gluten-free, and low-fat do not automatically make a food weight loss friendly. Weight loss still depends on overall calorie intake, hunger management, blood sugar stability, and portion control. If you feel stuck despite eating healthy, take a closer look at portion sizes, hidden sugars, liquid calories, and processed snack foods. Focus on whole foods with high protein and fiber. Eat slowly. Measure when necessary. And remember, even healthy foods can slow weight loss if eaten mindlessly or in excess. Weight loss isn't just about choosing healthy foods. It's about choosing the right portions, the right balance, and understanding how your body responds. Once you learn that, progress becomes much more predictable and far less frustrating. If this video opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. So many people think they're eating healthy, but they're unknowingly slowing their progress every single day. Share this video with someone who's trying to lose weight and feels stuck. It might be the breakthrough they need. And if you're serious about losing fat the smart way, without starving, without falling for food marketing traps, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Every week, we break down the science of weight loss in a way that actually makes sense and actually works. Drop a comment below and tell me, which healthy food surprised you the most? I read every single comment, and your experience might help someone else. Remember, weight loss isn't about eating less. It's about eating smarter. I'll see you in the next video.